fuck you and
sniped them. Hey man, you guys seen Ethereum broke 3,000? Oh, it's about to be turned up right now. As you guys see, Ethereum sitting at $3,000, Bitcoin sitting at 76 grand, and Solana sitting at $202. Oh, this is going to be a great video. As you guys see, Dogelon Mars is up by 6.15%, sitting at 1636. We have a 90% community sentiment. It's almost 100. Like, how can you not see this momentum building right now? It's building really fast. And the thing about it is, you guys have to understand that, China reveals $1.4 trillion plan. Those wands, they're definitely going to buy some Bitcoin. See, the thing about it is, Bitcoin is the leading market maker as it is for crypto. It's the leader. Once they start dumping money into Bitcoin, it all tends to trickle down to altcoins and meme coins. All right. As you guys see here, let's make the screen a lot more bigger. All right. Breaking states to plan Bitcoin reserves for 2025. This is why I said we are going to have an ongoing super cycle. It's a nice bull run, but this is going to be a super cycle because we are now going to have 50 states that is going to have a Bitcoin reserve, and that is major. Dennis Porter, CEO of Satoshi Action Fund. I can confirm that in 2025, multiple states will have strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation introduced. Some states have already shown significant interest in Bitcoin integration. Texas and Wyoming have established frameworks recognizing digital assets under commercial law, while Arizona has seen multiple legislative pushes to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. Now, again, Wyoming was the first state to, recognize cryptocurrency. If this new legislation advances, it could mark a major step in integrating Bitcoin into state-level financial strategies. As you guys see right here in the map, Florida is about to do it. See, right now it's in clear. Everything is in green is friendly. Like, yeah, they're down to do it. Orange is unfriendly and gray is indifferent, no ruling. But we have majority, of the states that is pushing for regulation and to have a Bitcoin reserve. And what that means is they're going to be purchasing Bitcoin for a long time. There's not that much Bitcoin around the world in the population. And another thing is this. With states and other countries purchasing, see, United States, they were holding, they purchased some, they held some from the Silk Road. Shout out to Ross Albright. I believe he will be free 2025. He was the founder of the Silk Road. Okay, the government seized all the Bitcoins of what the transactions that was made on the Silk Road. Now, El Salvador is another country that was purchasing Bitcoin every day. Okay, family, the price, I don't believe that we're going to be retracing back. And I also want to make this clear to a lot of people that with us holding early, we've been in early. with the momentum about to climb, yes, we are able to see 100 grand before 2024 ends. I believe we could go a lot more higher before we enter into 2025. All right. As you guys see here, Apple CEO Tim Cook explaining why he owns Bitcoin and crypto exactly 3 years ago. They have 162 billion in cash today. I'm gonna play this quick clip. Pay attention.
Well, let me ask you a different question, because you just said that you might not do it personally. Do you own crypto and any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I do. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to own it as a part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm not giving anybody investment advice, by the way.
When did you get interested in it?
I've been interested in it for a while, and I've been researching it and so forth. And so I think it's interesting.
Well, let me ask you a different question, because you just said you might not.
So the CEO, Tim Cook, he has been purchasing crypto. This is the thing. These CEOs, these founders have been accumulating digital assets for their own personal gain. For their own personal gain. Now these major companies, they're going to tie in with crypto and integrate crypto into their institutions. Another one, bullish. $5 billion Bitwise CIO Matt Hougan says, I think we're going above 100 grand on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up over 6% since he said this, and we're still early. Like what I said, man.
Look, I think we're going above 100,000 on Bitcoin. I think the regulatory clarity you're talking about actually matters more for the so-called altcoins, for Ethereum on down. Those are more exposed to regulatory risks. So I would expect an altcoin rally, even more so than a Bitcoin rally in the event of a Trump win. But regardless, I think both are moving higher.
Why does it matter as much for Bitcoin?
Yeah, so Bitcoin has more regulatory clarity than Ethereum and other assets. The SEC, the CFTC have already declared it a commodity. It's in the clear. There's already an ETF. BlackRock already has a huge business in that. That's not as true for Solana and Aptos and other altcoins. But I suspect if we get a new SEC, that will become clear, that will drive institutional adoption, and we'll see that rising tide lift all of those boats.
What then do you think is the number one catalyst for Bitcoin as you look ahead to some of your 2025 projections?
Look, I think this is the best single time to invest in Bitcoin from a risk-adjusted perspective. All of the major existential risks of Bitcoin have been washed away. We have an ETF, we have institutions, they are coming into the space. The biggest catalyst is that move of institutional adoption. We're seeing that accelerate. We saw $800 million in ETF flows yesterday alone. This is a tidal wave of institutional assets moving into the space. There's a fixed supply, and from my perspective, that means higher prices.
You're saying it doesn't matter ultimately in the long run who is elected come next week. I'm curious then, because there's been so much talk about why Trump is better for Bitcoin or for the crypto community than Harris. It seems like at least in the short term, maybe that is the case. But why are you confident, or I guess, why aren't you as concerned about the pullback that we could see if Harris is elected?
Look, I think we could see a short-term pullback, but in that case, I think it would be a major buying opportunity. That's right, specifically for Bitcoin. For those altcoins, I think there's more regulatory uncertainty.
We are going to have a crazy run. This is why I've been trying to push this onto a lot of people. When others were saying, oh, we can't reach 2 zeros, we cannot reach 10 cents. I understand that the coin market, the supply that we have is a lot. And yes, they're going to be working on the whole burning mechanism, and it's going to be burning a lot of Elon. But at the end of the day, people are not understanding and realizing that most of these other tokens, they were sitting at 8 or 9 zeros and shot up to 4 zeros. What makes you think we're not going to shoot up higher in 2025? Again, we're at 6 zeros. We are going to delete these zeros like it's nothing. Yes, Dogelon Mars is moving pretty steady, but slowly. Most other coins are moving steady, but slowly. Other coins are just popping because people are FOMOing into other assets. But also, you have to think about it as well. The people who are behind any other token. I mean, shoot, they're throwing money in because they know they're going to make that gains back. All right. Now, let's get to here. Just in, Qatar is launching full digital assets regulatory framework to make Qatar a Bitcoin and crypto hub for global firms. What more do you need to understand that we're about to become freaking wealthy? Again, though that billion tokens of Dogelon Mars that you purchased for $160 is no longer going to be for $160. It's probably going to be for $1,000. Maybe even a lot more higher than that to purchase a billion tokens. Look at Bonk right now. You could purchase Bonk for 7 million tokens for $160. 7 million tokens. Come on, family. No matter what, they are still buying, and everything that they buy into Bitcoin is going to trickle down to altcoins and meme coins. Meme coins is going to have a super frenzy. Shout out to Roaring Kitty. He says, if you want to get rich this cycle, you will need to patience to wait out the drawdowns to celebrate the wins. The super cycle is only just the beginning, and they're going to keep on accumulating and accumulating. After 2025, after 2026, after 2027, and so on, and they're going to keep on going. Markets is going to forever be pumping. HTX just dropped this out 17 minutes ago. Best crypto cooking to Mars. Dogelon Mars. Now, of course, you see Doge, you see Mudang, and there's other crypto. But honestly, I mean, Dogelon Mars, baby. Doge on Mars. Just a little something now. Just a little something. You feel me? We're cooking on Mars. Shout out to Ash Crypto. He says, crypto market is the only place where a regular person can convert $1,000 to $1 million within a year. And it is real. The meme coin super cycle is happening because investing revolves around people. The more passionate the community, the stronger the asset. Dogelon Mars has a wonderful and a great community. As you guys see here, Ethereum flips Bank of America. Ethereum market cap, 353 billion market cap. Bank of America sitting at 346 billion. Family, crypto is going to overthrow everything else, and it's going to be the top leading asset class. Come on, man. Come on. As you guys see here, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, 34.3 billion. BlackRock Gold ETF, 33 billion. Bitcoin market cap sitting at 1.4 trillion. Gold market cap sitting at 13 trillion. Do you understand what is coming? When Cynthia Loomis, when everybody, Peter Brandt, all these analysts have been predicting that 250,000 Bitcoin, $1 million plus Bitcoin, or even $2.5 million Bitcoin. This is going to be one hell of a ride. And family, with even Bitcoin sitting at 250,000, we should be able to sit at 2 zeros easy. Not even 2 zeros. We'll probably be sitting at a penny by time. A penny. Okay. Yes, you look on Google and AI, and this is what they specifically said, right? Now, typically, I don't always go by like the predictions of what they say or forecast because they don't know. All right. When this article was made, it was made in April. And as you guys see right here, Dogelon Mars price forecast, long-term outlook 2025-2030. Now they're saying Bernstein analyst Gautam said the firm expects to see Bitcoin rise to 150,000 by 2025. If this happened, we're going to see 100,000 before 2024 ends. If this happens, the whole crypto market, including Dogelon Mars, will rally and make all-time highs. They didn't know that Donald Trump was going to be the president and first pro crypto president. They didn't know once he got in office, the market is going to start rallying and start pumping. They did not know that. This is why I've been pushing this to you guys that, man, Dogelon Mars, where it's at right now, 1645. We're finally in the 1600 barrier for the past 2 days. 2 days. Okay. Market cap is at $90 million right now. We were at $1 billion market cap once upon a time. Okay. We were at $1 billion. We were sitting at, let's see, 1.27 billion. That was in October 31st, 2021. We're going to have a crazy run. So, hey, man, I just want to, put this out there and let you guys know that, hey, we are on a great time. If you feel like you still need to accumulate. I'm going to still buy these prices when I get paid next week. Hopefully it's still at the same price. But if not, and it's sitting at 1800s, I'm going to have to buy because they're still at 6 zeros. So once again, I appreciate you guys tapping in, locking in with Crypto Brown. Hey, stay tuned. More to come.
Life is this. I like this.